Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are today. And welcome to our Discovering Brighter Spaces event. I'm Amel Gailey, and I'm your host, and I'm really glad to be here today, and I'm glad to see you here too as well. I can tell you that this is a very special event for everyone at Helvar, and I hope it will be just as special for you as well. We're here today to celebrate 100 years of Helvar, which means 100 years of innovation and growth. Helvar was founded in Finland, but you'll find Helvar lighting solutions all over the world, from the record-breaking Istanbul airport to the Symphony of the Seas cruise ship to the Marina Bay Sands, which you can see here right behind me. We've got a lot of exciting ground to cover today. We'll take a look back at the journey that's led us here today. We'll hear some really great insights and stories, and most importantly, we'll explore what the bright future holds. Throughout the event, we'll ask you to share your thoughts and comments, which will appear on the message board. We'll also be doing some polls during the event, and we hope you'll share your thoughts and opinions there too. But before we dive into all of that, let's take a moment to reflect on the Helvar story.
We provide global lighting solutions. Our heritage is what makes us unique. Within 100 years, our insight has led us to grow from a single factory in Finland to a global network with presence in over 70 countries. Our passion is people, our customers, our team, and our partners. Working together to impact sustainability through our products, our solutions, and our global projects. Through intelligence and insights, our focus is on improving the well-being of people. Innovation is at the heart of what we do. No matter what the next 100 years bring, we are on a mission to create brighter spaces, transforming everyday places into truly intelligent, connected spaces. Spaces that are sustainable over their lifetime and optimized for the people who use them. Here's to the next 100 years. We are Helvar.
So that gives you an idea of who Helvar is, how innovation, insight, and our passion for the people have led us to where we are today. You also got a glimpse of some of the intelligent lighting solutions in some renowned locations across the globe. Now, some of you here today probably know Helvar very well, but for those of you who perhaps are just meeting Helvar for the first time, let me shed a little bit more light on this now 100-year-old company. Helvar is a global lighting solutions company that specializes in intelligent lighting control solutions and LED luminaire components. So with that in mind, I'm pleased to introduce two gentlemen who know Helvar very well. Good morning, Aminoff, Deputy Chairman of Helvar and member of the owner family, and Adel Hattab, Helvar's CEO.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So you just watched the video on Helvar's journey with a glimpse of the bright future that lies ahead. Philip, what do you think has made Helvar so successful?
I think core to Helvar's success over the last 100 years has been its ability to adapt to a changing environment, to look ahead and to make the changes required to be suited for the future. We actually can ask ourselves a couple of questions that provide the answers that can guide our decisions. One is, what will the future look like? We know that pretty well. Another question is, what are we really good at? What can we build on? A third one is, where can we as a company provide unique value to customers? The fourth one is, how can we remain independent? Because we know our customers really value our independence. And the last point that I think is really important is, where does it make the most sense for us to invest for a next generation of customers, employees, and owners?
Thank you. That's really interesting to hear, and Helvar has definitely come a long way. Now, Adel, what do you think makes Helvar so unique?
It's the Helvar people who make the company unique. The capability to adapt, referred by Philip, is actually starting from the people. I always say that we only have one asset in the company, and that's our people, including our partners. It is the competence, the diversity of the team. It is the passion for winning, passion for renewal, and passion for innovation that makes this team unique.
That's so true. Although so much of what Helvar does is about technology and innovation, people really are at the heart of it all, as you said. So right, before we jump into our next discussion point, let's take a quick poll. And now let me explain how it works. So below the stream window, you'll be able to access the chat and the polls. Or if you're watching this in full screen mode, you can go to messagewall.io/Helvar to access the chat and polls on your mobile device. You can also use the same feature to leave questions and comments on the message board. So even though we can't be together face-to-face today, we are truly here with our multilingual team. Okay, now it's time for the poll. Most of us would probably love to travel again as soon as it's safely possible. And there are so many iconic and wonderful places all over the world that use Helvar lighting solutions to create a truly amazing experience. So, which of the following would you love to visit? A, Marina Bay Sands Hotel in Singapore. B, National Portrait Gallery in London. C, Roman Forums, Fori Imperiali in Rome. D, Istanbul Airport. E, Symphony of the Seas, the world's largest cruise ship. Or option F, any intelligent office. Because aren't we all tired of working from home at this point? So how about you, Philip and Adel? What are your favorites?
Adel.
You make it very easy for me. As a former competitive sailor, I choose the Symphony of the Seas. Let me perhaps make a serious note here, is that not only do we supply to the landmark iconic buildings of a few that you referred to, or the world's largest cruise ships, but we also do the average, thousands of average smart building projects, be it a school, be it an office building, be it a hospital, a university campus perhaps, and many, many different other types of buildings.
That's really inspiring to hear. What about you, Philip?
I'd like to mention three favorite references. The first one being the Zorlu Center in Istanbul. It's an amazing complex of buildings, and there's multiple uses of good lighting control, architectural and functional lighting. A great environment. Another good example would be the Lausanne Olympics Museum, where lighting control is a great backdrop to a spectacular audiovisual environment. And a third reference that I like a lot is the Pulitzer Hotel in Amsterdam, where lighting control is really used well to create a special experience, a special atmosphere. All great places to go. I recommend.
Thank you. They sound like amazing places. Right. In just a moment, we're going to explore the future of buildings, cities, and work. But before that, let me ask you, Adel, how does Helvar's mission of turning everyday places into brighter spaces link with these topics?
Well, Brighter Spaces provides us as a mission inspiration on a daily basis. Brighter Spaces is about 2 points. Point one, by supporting the circadian rhythm of the people inside a building, we cater for the well-being of the people. Point two, bright refers to intelligence. And as we collect a lot of data through our real-time sensor network in the smart building, and we analyze, putting some algorithms and artificial intelligence on that data, we create insights of that building. And those insights we then use to interact with the other systems of the building to the benefit of the people. And very excitingly, in parallel, catering for significant energy savings to the benefit of the planet. That's Brighter Spaces.
That's really inspiring to hear. Adding on to that a little bit, can you quantify these benefits somehow?
Let me give you 2 examples. One would be around the well-being by tying lighting conditions that we create with the circadian rhythm of us as individuals, we cater for that well-being. And that well-being can then translate into productivity gains, and productivity gains of up to 12% according to external studies.
Wow.
Point 2 or example 2 would be then the handprint that we support through our systems across all of the projects that we supply to. That energy saving that I referred to can be converted into significant emissions savings worth 22,000 tons of CO2 emissions reductions on an annual basis, or converting that into 160 million kilometers of driving the average car.
Wow. Wow.
That's special.
That is great examples. Thank you. So next up, we're going to explore the future of buildings, cities, and work. And to do that, let's get to our first keynote.